I made a system for how wizards write spells, but the way I typically present it is not the only way to represent spells with this system. So I want to talk about some of the other ways of writing it and the kind of wizards that I think would use it. Here we're going to start with just a basic one. This is one for your students. It is what's taught, it's what's there, it's okay, it's fine, it's functional, and it's relatively simple. But as a wizard goes on, they might start doing things like curving the lines between the dots, or changing the starting point of the different attributes. This is when a wizard is quite young and just exploring the different ways you can mess with it and still have a valid spell written. By the time you're an apprentice, you might start doing things like changing where the dots are, so you're going to use this spiral pattern. Another option is if you're using the half circle setup, you can actually stack 2 half circle spells to get a nice pairing, and this is what you do if you're an apprentice for utility magic, where you want to note down not just a spell, but a spell that works well with it. And if you're a real master at this, you're going to be able to have 4 with quarter circles representing each a spell. So the top left one might be the spell you're using, and then the other 3 are spells that typically go well with this. Moving to a more advanced level, here we have the Dark Wizards. I think because they don't want their books written, they're going to encode it a bit, and the easiest way of doing that is having a seemingly random ordering of your dots. This makes decoding it really difficult unless you have the correct key. Oh my god, I should make a book about that. Another point. The second highest I want to talk about, this is your kind of graduate student researcher wizard level, and I think they would write the spells with a straight line with curves in between them connecting the dots, and the reason for this is because you can get more spells on the page nice and easy, very efficient when you have to write out a lot of spells. And by this point in your education, you'll probably know what all the spells do from these symbols. You don't need a description next to them, so you're just wanting page space for the spell. And now we're going to move on to the final one. This is probably the most advanced system that I think you could use. It's probably the most robust, it's the best. This is the one that the arcmage will use. It's the one they teach the students. Why do you think it's on the curriculum? And at some point you realise there's no point fixing what ain't broke. If you have any other ideas, let me know in the comments, but otherwise thank you all very much. Okay, bye!